Here we are in Stavanger. Nice view up here.
Il libro di quello, il libro era di Cristiano e il nome era un nome e un cognome senza società e noi abbiamo telefonato ad Alessandra della Gazzetta,
South. And
Where's the airport?
the airport. I can see the tower of the airport. Do you see?
Oh yeah.
a tower?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the airport.
Okay.
And this is a very historic place in Norway. This is a typical Norwegian fjord. It's not a lake, it's a fjord, and you can't see where it ended up in the ocean. Of course, there's, if you look at the map here, this is what we see now, the fjord.
So there's an island.
Yes, and it's water all the way out here to the ocean. So here is Randaberg and Bø. Bø is out here. So if I put it this way, you see that fjord.
Right.
And Norway was split into several smaller kingdoms, in which there were a chief that has the command. And then the story, the saga, the Norwegian saga says, there's a book called the saga. So the word saga is a Norwegian word connected to that book. It says that there was one of those smaller kings north of Oslo who got in love with a girl called Bida. But she was very proud and very wanted more land, and she said to him that I don't want to marry you unless you collect Norway into one kingdom. And he said to himself, I won't cut my hair until I have managed. And so he started to collect some men, Vikings of course, and they started on the eastern part of the country and went north, and they wound all the way up there, way north, and then they built a float of Viking ships and came further south here to conquer the rest of the country. And the rumor of this king spread around, and all the smaller kings around here, they gathered and collected a huge fleet of Viking ships and waited here in this fjord for him to come. And there was a battle here in 872. And the local chiefs here, they lost. So after that, Norway has been one nation under his kingdom. And after he had won this battle here, the story said that he cut his hair. But so far he got the name Harald the Pretty Hair.
Harold the Pretty Hair, yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah.
And he cut his hair. And he stayed here as a king, and there is some places around where he stayed and made his capital, like that was where the king. So that is the story about how Norway was collected into one kingdom. And the battle was here. And they have discussed very often to make some research deep in the mud here to see if they could find pieces from that battle. They haven't reached so far, but they have even discussed whether they should manage to stop the water, or to close the water going up into the air and empty to see if they could find something. But
I fjor så blomstrer de enormt, for å si det sånn.
Last year they blossomed enormously.
Men så kom det, altså i vår så kom det en varm periode, og så skjøt de, og så kom det frost, og så fikk de en knekk, som er veldig spente på hva resultatet blir.
This spring for a while they started to grow grow, and they suddenly there was some days of frost
Oh yeah.
that stopped.
Yes.
And he is very thrilled about what next. What about next year? Will they have they got kind of damage?
Jeg tror,
Ja, ja.
jeg tror ikke hormonen for fuglen var bortimot 1 million tonn.
A million, a million flowers.
Helt ekkert.
Last year was a million flowers. It was enormously.
Ja.
He says.
Men så var det de kunstnerne som fant ut dette må vi ha med på fjellet. Så måtte jeg legge helgang, og så står dere på den første verdensheim kalte de hagen.
Ja.
Heim.
Verdensheim, ja.
Ja.
Mm.
Og så er det altså en hjørnestein der oppe, den er eksplosjon i. Og så...
You're doing?
Well, I was going to go in the nest, but I have no feeling.
Oh. Now people are going to wonder what that means
I know you're going to...
in the context. I'll be having to explain that. Where are we?
Just one of the baby chicks.
Hey, look at that chick. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the big giant nest. Oh, I better film this from the outside so people can see what it looks like. He does what?
He has art all over the country. This is a big nest.
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel, Sapphire. That's a big one.
Eagle's nest.
Yeah.